Hey, it's Brandy, your Dayton CW star, and I'm here with Lauren Kate, the author of the best-selling series Fallen. Now, I've read your first book, and I'm already a huge fan, so for those people who haven't necessarily read the books yet, could you just give a little synopsis of what the story's about?
Sure. Fallen is a saga about a normal 17-year-old girl who gets swept up with a cast of fallen angels. She falls in love with them very quickly, one of them in particular. But little does she know she's actually known them over the course of the past 7,000 years. She has a history of reincarnation. Every 17 years she meets and falls in love with the same angel, Daniel Gregory, and something about that love kills her. It's lethal.
Now, how did you come up with this? What were you inspired by?
I was taking a class for graduate school about reading the Bible as literature. The first day of class we're going through Genesis, and there's a line in Genesis really early on that talks about the sons of God, these are the angels, looking down from heaven at the daughters of man, these are you and me, and finding the women beautiful. It's been a really incredible backbone to have in the series, this mythological angel lore.
Now, can you talk a little bit about your journey and how you became such a successful author? Where did you start? Because you were born in Dayton, correct?
Yeah, I was born in Dayton, and I think this is my first time back here since I left when I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
I went to college in Atlanta at Emory. And after that I moved up to New York and I worked in publishing for a while. I always knew I wanted to be a writer, and I just wanted to get sort of as close to the action as I could. It wasn't until I went to graduate school, this is the class I was talking about, the Bible class, I was studying creative writing, so specifically devoting myself to making my whole world about writing. And that's when I was able to write Fallen and to be where I am now.
Now, the books are all written, the series is done. So do you think it's going to be turned into a movie? That seems to be the natural progressions, that you have a really successful series and then, you know, it goes right into a movie.
I think it's really good timing. I optioned the film rights the day that Fallen came out. Disney's making the movie, they have a script ready, and soon they're going to start the casting, and I think it's only going to get more and more exciting.
Now, if you were in the casting room and you got to pick, who would you put up as your ideal Lucinda or your ideal Daniel? Do you have someone in mind?
My dream actually is that there's a really sharp casting agent who picks people who are unknown, who have had one or two really small acting gigs, who can really grow into the role.
So what's next for you? Are you working on something? Do you have a new book coming out?
I am. Are you? Yeah, I have sort of a top secret little pet project I'm doing right now, and I'm really looking forward to being able to share the juicy details.
Yeah, that is very exciting. Well, we look forward to hearing about that. Well, thank you so much for talking about the books. We're very excited, and hopefully everyone will go out and check them out. If you haven't read the Fallen series yet, I think we've given you a lot of reasons to check them out, and it was great talking with you.
Thank you, Brandy. Nice to talk to you too.